Okay, real quick before we start, I just wanted to update you guys on Three Houses and what it means for this channel. I already have it pre-ordered. I already have it shipped into the proper store. I will be playing it day one as soon as I can, and I will just play it straight until Tuesday. The expected hours of this gameplay is 80 hours per route. I will at least beat it on one route before that 5-day period ends. I would expect to be able to do that. Okay, 80 hours in 5 days might be very difficult, but I'm gonna play the shit out of it. So I'm really excited about this banner because the entire game is just so fresh. I love the fact that we're not some, well, there is some like, this is your destiny, this is a part of you embedded in Byleth or Byleth. Oh god, I always get it mixed up in my mind. Anyways, there's some of that, but I hate being like, oh, you are the Lord, this is your destiny, save your people. Like, I hate that kind of crap, because like my favorite Fire Emblem series was always going to be Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, because of the fact that where you went from that start, you never could tell, right? You didn't really know who your dad was until a bit later on, and then you go on that epic journey, and then that ending you never saw coming, and all the things that were involved in the way. To me, Three Houses feels just like that. It feels like I have no idea where this is going, and I feel like because it can diverge so much, it can go anywhere. I'm so excited about that game, which is also one of the reasons why I'm going to be excited about this banner. I'm hoping Three Houses is like also the resurgence of Fire Emblem Heroes, because I feel like lately it's just been a bit slow, putting it lightly. Anyways, here we go. I haven't watched it yet. As expected. Wait a second. Wait, she's female.
I value this experience. In my future, a massive battle awaits.
Tower Plat. Oh, guys called it right. She's an axer. Victorious axe. Oh, it's special. Okay, I can't. I'll read it later.
Don't waste my time.
69. Yeah, let the girl 69. The protector.
No matter the reason, it is evil to kill. I cannot forget that so easily.
Damn, you guys called Dimitri right too. I thought he was gonna be a lance cav. Oh, lol. What is that? Noble lance.
Right where I want you.
Wow, he looks super cool. Dimitri. Why isn't he backwards?
People say I'm not very noble. That's a compliment, right?
I guess. Lol speed defense. Cutting bow. Huh, this kid kind of looks...
Don't hold this against me, okay?
Wait, what? Okay.
I will protect all that I hold dear.
What's with her leggings? That looks... Fury 4? Oh my god, Wrath 3! This girl is so dead.
Let the lesson begin.
What lesson? You're getting foddered. No one's gonna use you if you have Fury 4. You can learn Fury 4 and Wrath 3 at the same time. You just have to learn Fury 1, 2, and 3, and then Wrath. She's so screwed. Oh. Alright, let's go over that, guys. Okay, that's pretty funny. They made her fodder. Did we miss anybody? It doesn't matter how good her abilities are. You guys already know the whales are gonna kill her. And even even for non-whales, the value proposition there is huge. So yeah, wow, they look so good. That's one of the things I was most impressed about is how good they look. Thanks, Wonder Nox Interval. But it does make sense because if you have them come out, because the game comes out on 26th, a week from now, and if you have him come out afterwards, there is some exclusivity for those who pre-order it. So I can understand it from that perspective. Also, free the people. They can let them talk now. Anyways, we're gonna go over them right now, but they look good. I'm already excited. I'm already really excited. They bring new skills along too. Okay, I totally understand why Edelgard is Axe. This was set since yesterday. Well, as we've explained, for those who don't know, we missed this yesterday because I was repairing my PC, and for whatever reason, the entire staff of the Nimdom, nobody told me this was released. Right? This banner came out earlier than it's supposed to be. Trailers come out 3 days earlier. It came out 4 days earlier. It caught everyone off by surprise. And then somehow nobody told me. And of course, because I had to repair my PC, I wasn't paying attention too much at all. But literally no one pinged me to tell me, so that's why we missed it and it's a day late. But I know for some people they're gonna be like, oh, well, it's daylight. Why are you doing that? Oh, whatever. Victorious Axe, special cooldown trigger, special trigger cooldown. The slaying effect. That's always nice to have. Number of foes within 2 spaces, excluding target. Greater than ally within 2 spaces, excluding the unit. Unit makes a guarantee follow-up attack. So just like Ephraim then, right? I figured you were busy. Literally nobody told me. We haven't missed or delayed a trailer viewing in over a year. So that really, really sucked. Anyways, Ephraim weapon with slaying. So that is a straight up power creep. Because now, do keep in mind, Legendary Ephraim, when he has this ability, he uses it really well because he moves 3 spaces. She moves 2. She's not on a cav. But she does have the advantage that because she is not on a cav, she should have higher BST. So she should have better stats. But it's a trade-off. And I would really argue Legendary Ephraim had it better because if you have more movement, you can set it up easier. There's several awkward moments where you're like, your opponent's right in front of you by 2 spaces, but your entire team is right behind you, so you can't set it up. With Ephraim, it's okay because you just run 3 spaces and go up 2 and to the side of your opponent, therefore dodging your team and setting it up. So Ephraim could use it better, but again, Edelgard has higher BST and of course, special trigger -1. Luna is whatever, you know, it's easy to get. It's on so many characters, Cadria, for example, so it's easy to get. Most likely you'll replace it, but yeah, it's nice to have, I guess. Attack defense solo works really well with Victoria's Axe. You want to keep her away from your allies, so it works really well. That makes sense. Stall close is also really nice, even though you could replace that, I would argue, but we'll wait until we see her stats. But Doll Close is something really nice to have, especially in a lot of the modes, like Ether Raids, for example, where everyone's buffed up or something. Like, Doll Close would really do quite a bit. Only Summer Cordy has it. Anyways, Doll Close is nice to have, but here's the thing. I personally haven't used Doll Close very often. I keep it on Cordy because she already has it. But in general play, it's not that useful because, for example, in Arena Assault in the highest levels, very few people are buffing at that point. And if they are buffing, it's... Well, sometimes, like, for example, you have Legendary Tiki and they'll buff, right, with everyone and stuff, and that could help you. But usually you can't last over 2 battles anyways, and having Desperation something is just much more consistent. But yeah, Doll Close and stuff would be great, at least for the first battle. I'm wondering how her stats will be in terms of attack and defense, if she can, and speed, if she really warrants whatever. But it's nice to have Doll Close. And then finally, Rouse Attack Defense 3. This is a new skill. At start of turn, if unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants attack defense +6 to unit for 1 turn. Wow, Rouse skills are so good then. Isn't that just another attack defense solo? That is so good. See, the problem with C skills in general is that they rarely help your own character. They rarely help your own character. Now you're going to be like, oh, there's wave skills. I said rarely, because wave skills are every other turn. For heroes that have really consistent skills, like with everyone, or with Surtur and Muspel's blessing or whatever the heck it is, but you need someone to be close to you to trigger it, right? An opponent close to you. Like, skills like those are really valuable because of the fact that they're much more consistent and in activation, and they're always going to be there for you. This, though, this Rouse Attack Defense is always going to be there for you. You just have to be alone. And it's not like you can't get buffed by your other allies either, because tactic skills still work. You just got to be within 2 spaces. This is so good. It just makes this hero so independent and not need any other heroes. And I'm going to guess it's in the story, it's going to back this up completely. She does seem a bit cold, you know. Right away, I already see people say, put it on Reinhardt. Ugh, I can already imagine it. That's so easy. But yeah, to have double attack defense is so nice, because attack defense solo is a combat buff, and Rouse Attack Defense is going to be a normal buff. So they do stack. That's cool. All right, she's going to have high defense, high attack. It'll be interesting to see if she has high speed to back it up. The axe just looks a bit funny on her, and her animation doesn't look as good as everybody else's. Dimitri! Dimitri joins a long line of heroes who have a sword at their hip, but actually don't ever use it. He joins Raven, Owen, shitload of other heroes who apparently have swords but don't want to use it. All right, cool. He looks so good. He looks very, very edgy, which I think fits him perfectly. Actually, from the gameplay trailers and stuff, he doesn't look that edgy, but if we could zoom into his face, oh god, he looks... This is the most agitated hero I've seen in quite a while. Anyways, let's keep going. Lance Cav. It's arguable how good Lance Cavs are because of, you know, just straight up from the fact that you have that BST nerf. Okay. They are fodder, aren't they? All four of them. They're fodder, aren't they? Oh, crap. Okay. Dimitri, I'm afraid, is doomed. Now, with Edelgard, I can understand foddering her for her C skill, but she doesn't fodder everything else nearly as nicely. Dimitri is a perfect fodder. You can learn Death Blow 4 off of him and a LOL attack defense 3. Oh my. Alright. Man. Is this the idea of them being students? Oh, they're students, therefore they're actually fodder. That doesn't make very much sense. Vengeance is probably going to be a reference to the game itself. Not very good skill. Everyone already knows what Death Blow 4 does. Everyone's already going to put on the Reinhardt or something really boring, really... I think it's wasted on Reinhardt, but whatever. LOL attack defense 3. Inflicts attack defense -3 on foe and neutralizes foe's bonuses to attack defense from skills like 4 or 5 rallies during... What? What the heck? Wow. So it's kind of like dull close, right? Except for the fact that it only targets attack and defense, and there's a debuff involved with attack and defense. So basically, if they were buffed for attack and defense, it neutralizes it. Then on top of that, debuffs attack defense -3. And because it's a combat debuff, it can't be stopped. Wow. That is really cool. Okay. Right away, I'm gonna see him dying for Death Blow 4 and LOL attack defense. Like, if for example you have a hero that uses a brave weapon, LOL attack defense would probably be pretty damn good because you'll do more damage. Well, actually not that good because if you use a brave weapon, you usually kill them before they hit you, so the attack part gets wasted. But if you were worried about them having high defense or defensive buffs, you can get rid of it. Now, his lance, noble lance, grants attack +3. At start combat, if both unit and foe's HP equals 100%, or if both units and foe's HP is under 100%, the unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Wow. That is actually so cool. Huh. Wow, that is... It has two ways of being set up. If you and your opponent are 100%, it works. But that's not as consistent, because if you get hit, that doesn't work anymore. So maybe his best B skill is Renewal, or at least you should use Renewal Seal, or use, I don't know, Soul, Ether, anything just to get him back to full HP. Or you run him with Fury, and you run him with Duma. Right? Because this way, after his first battle, he drops under 100%, and everyone gets chipped under 100%. So then it'll always work. That is actually so cool. Wow. I was wondering why he was doubling, because he doesn't seem like a hero that would double, but this makes perfect sense. Death Blow 4 with Noble Lance actually works so well together. Or use Savage Blow, right? Right. Okay, using Dimitri is going to be pretty cool. Now, this isn't going to be as easy to set up. You either stay at 100% HP along with your opponents, or you drop everybody under 100% and then you go from there. That is not that easy to do, but if you can set it up, and I can already think of several scenarios where you can set it up, it would be very cool. Duma example, for example, is really interesting because Duma's armored, he's Cav, so you can really easily set up a tactics team as well. Anyways, that is cool. But how many of you guys want to bet that this guy, Dimitri, is about to get foddered off to oblivion? I'm sorry, if you have 2 premium skills perfectly foddered, which he does, you learn Death Blow 1, 2, and 3 from Klein, and you learn Death Blow 4, and then LOL attack 1, 2, 3 from Dimitri, you get 2 premium skills. This man is dead. If someone uses him, I'll be really hyped for it, but I think he's dead. Anyways. There are no demotes. There's no way there's a demote. Alright. This schemer. His art looks so good. Man. Guys, if you look at Claude, what strikes you the most? What strikes you the most of Claude? He looks so good, but what's with his hand? What's with his hand is so big and veiny. That got to me like immediately. Like, what is with his hand? He has a man's hand. I mean, he does shoot the bow, so you would have a really defined hand. Wow. But his eyes are really pretty too. All right. He looks really good. And he has nice shiny boots, which is a thing with military academy and officers. You got to keep your boots shiny. I was in cadets as a kid, and I got taught that pretty easily. It's about discipline and order. And people just like shiny boots. Does feel weird not seeing him upside down though. Honestly, I still don't understand the art for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Him being backwards. I mean, yeah. Okay. He has Glimmer. Doesn't really matter. Defense Smoke. Doesn't matter that much. Pan has it. Lull Speed Defense 3. Inflicts speed defense -3 on foe and neutralizes foes' bonuses to speed defense from skills like Fortify, Rally, etc. during combat. That's a bit iffy on him, but we'll read his bow. Cunning Bow for a cunning dude, I guess. Grants speed +3, effective against flying foes. When total bonuses on unit plus total penalties on foe is greater than 10, inflicts attack speed defense res -5 on foe during combat. If unit has a +5 bonus and foe has a -5 penalty, the calculated total will be 10. What the heck? I get it. Basically, it's saying, hey, keep that lull speed defense because that counts as -6, and then get him a buff like Home Cav, and then he'll have +6 or +12. Right? You gotta. That is. Is Fire Emblem 3 here? Fire Emblem Heroes is quickly becoming Fire Emblem math simulator. I mean, there was always math involved, but like now it's like you gotta add stuff up. Like, I don't know. With Ether Raids, it's like, hey, did you destroy however many buildings to get to this stat effect? And then you gotta count all the time. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm learning about math. Man, using Claude's gonna be so annoying because you're like, I swear to God, this should be triggering, and then you calculate. It's like, oh, only 9? No, it doesn't work. I'm like, can you imagine that? All right, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm not gonna use Claude. I'm already not a fan of it. I'm sorry, Nimius. You know, I work as an accountant as my day job, so I should be really good at math and stuff, but like I read this crap and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. I already have to deal with so much numbers during my day. I don't want to count if I have like over 10 penalties. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. Ideally, you just buff the man and keep lull speed defense and then you're fine. All right, it shouldn't be that hard. But if you run him in like teams and you don't have buffs on him, and then it could just irk you because you're like, I swear this should be working, and then you count it and you're just barely off. Like, stuff like that would just trigger me. But all right, pretty interesting. I'm not thrilled about him, actually. Cunning Bow seems really good if it triggers. That's a big if. You got to get him buffed up, and I'm like actual buffs, and then you got to like debuff other heroes. So instantly I see him as a good hero for Gunthra, for Creed, for the new Lilna, for I think you guys get it. Penalty-based teams, really good. Penalty-based teams that are Cavs, even better, because they can buff him, and then it will trigger really easily. Now he is actually colorless, and he is actually on a Cav, and he actually has a bow, which puts him in a rare category where he goes up against Lynn, goes up against Roy, VA Roy, and how many Cav archers do we have? Oh yeah, Fodder Girl. Mangs really likes her. Luis, yes, Luis. That's it. Like, there's not that many. Sue's not. All right, but yeah, that is basically, there's not much competition, so I'm glad he comes out in the game because he will provide you an alternative, I would hope. Roy has slow, like pretty slow, but pretty good attack. Great for brave bows. Lynn is good all around, so I'm gonna be interested in seeing if Claude. LA, isn't it? The Valentine Roy. Anyways, he looks really good. That animation, he looks so good. That, man, that arrow twirl, that's like the most gangster thing I've ever seen in this game. Oh my god. That is so gangster. Now, as somebody who's actually taken archery, good luck flipping an arrow like that. They're really light. They don't twirl that well. All right. Now, I don't remember her being so lewd in the actual game. What? What happened? Is she supposed to have, like... What happened to her thigh highs? Or, it's just... How do you wear that thing? And her belly button's straight up out. I remember that much. But that little, like, cut on the pants, I don't really remember. Oh, actually, no, I remember that. But she's... Now, guys. Those leggings are horrendous. I don't remember the leggings looking like that for sure. You can't wear broken leggings like that in, like, real life because they'll just actually shatter. Or maybe it's just design. Like, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. But yeah, with her, like, little, you know, short shorts, her belly button out, her demeanor. Has anyone ever noticed that Male Byleth looks like he's the most serious guy ever and that he doesn't know how to smile? And then you have female Byleth and she looks like she's really happy, really outgoing, really wants to hook up with some guy. Like, and the funniest part is there's no differences in the game whether you're male or female. So how can you... So, like, the line delivery. One guy is scowling at you as he talks to the students. Another one is so happy to be there. I can't even imagine. It's just such a difference. All right, anyways. She looks really good. She's Jessie from Team Rocket.
She's Jessie from the Team Rocket.
I can imagine it. All right. Right away, we're going to look at her sword and special right afterwards. Right away, I just want to talk about how she's pure fodder. Fury 4 with Wrath and Fury 4 with even attack wave. Learn Fury 1, 2, and 3 from Klein or something. Learn Fury 4 and then learn Wrath 1, 2, and 3 or even attack wave 1, 2, and 3. She is perfect fodder. The fact she has Fury 4 with Wrath is perfect. Fury with Wrath is one of the greatest synergized kits you can have in this game. The Fury will chip you into Wrath so quickly. And then after that, you can just have fast specials. It just works so well together, and she has both skills together. Before her, Fury 4 was only on Grail. Was there somebody else who had Fury 4? But what I'm trying to say is getting Fury 4 was hard. So, wow. And then obviously even attack with Hero's gonna just appreciate it. Only Grail? Okay. Anyways, let's read her weapon. Creator Sword, 16 might, 1 range, accelerate, special trigger, and cooldown count -1. The sling effect is so good. If you have Wrath and the sling effect, you can literally just use Ruptured Sky the entire time. I haven't read it yet, but I could already see that being a thing. During combat, disables foe's skill that guarantees foe's follow-up attack or prevents units' follow-up attack. And utilizes skills that grant special cooldown charge plus X to foe or reflect special cooldown charge minus X on unit. That is absurd. What? Isn't that like, doesn't that just neutralize, isn't that just like null everything? And then it just kills special fighters and stance, like, and breaths. It kills special fighter, breaths, null everythings. Oh my god. That is crazy. That sword. And on top of that, it has special cooldown trigger -1. So, okay. As listed, Bull Fighter, Special Fighter, Vengeful Fighter, Wary Fighter, all gone. Null Follow-Up. What was the other one? They're all gone. Null everything. It just gets rid of everything. Wow. That is crazy. And then she has a crazy special Ruptured Sky, boost damage by 20% of foe's attack. If in combat against a dragon foe or beast foe, boost damage by 40% except what? It's been a while since we've seen something so busted. Also, she's racist. Yeah. Just like, I swear to God, if I ever see that Solith girl, I'm going to kill her. That's probably something. Anyways, with Wrath, with Fury 4, with Creator's Sword, with Ruptured Sky, all working together. Oh, that is just insane. That's insane. And she's technically kind of does extra damage against dragon foes or beast foes, because she should basically have Ruptured Sky always, right? Because her Ruptured Sky drops to 1 cooldown immediately, and once you get into one battle, your Wrath gets you the Ruptured Sky immediately, and then you do 10 extra damage. And of course, you will, if every other turn you just special cooldown, well, every turn you special cooldown count -1 as long as they're under 75%. So you should just be throwing around Ruptured Skies all the time. Wow. That is a very hard case. She might be prime fodder, but she's also the best hero on this banner. Damn. All right, I'm very, very impressed. Her weapon doesn't have DC. Okay. I want you guys to know, the higher you get in this game, the less usage DC has. By the time you're in like consistent AR tier 21, you almost never fight ranged heroes. You only fight them if they're like Legendary Azura, for example, because she gets she has you know, blue dual flying, and you basically only fight bonus heroes that are flying. So yeah, it's you don't really have to worry about fighting heroes with ranged weapons, so having DC is no longer very necessary. On the lower levels of, oh, what is with that? On lower levels, of course, DC is super useful because everyone uses mages and stuff. Are you guys sure she's an instructor? I don't think she knows how to use a sword. She's really cute and she's really awesome in terms of everything, but what kind of sword swing is that? Right? Overhead, twirl, underhand. Okay. I'm not gonna pretend I'm some master of swordsmanship, but you use gravity. Overhand swing is generally way better than underhand swing because you're fighting against gravity to swing. So, and you're already a woman. No offense, women just don't swing as hard as men in general. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the most funky attack animation I've seen so far. But yeah. That is your banner. She's your best hero, by far. That's sexist. Oh my god. See this? Overhand, twirl, and then you do a jump, so you have all the momentum and gravity coming from above. Then she changes her mind and goes from under. Then what's with the jump? Like, it's I get it. It's like, it's a fantasy game. It doesn't have to be completely accurate, but that is just preposterous. That is just so bad. The worst technique I've ever seen. Anyways, coming out on 22nd. How many of you guys are going to pull? Let me know.